Hello guys, as you can see I'm in a truck, but I will be not talking about trucks, truckers and stuffs. I want to share with you some of my thoughts about my Tenere world raid. How did I like it? Did it hit my expectations or not? And just some of my thoughts about it. I will be not talking about technical stuffs because that's not my niche. I will be just talking about relationship between my Yamaha Tenere world raid and me. Is this Yamaha any good, or it is just a marketing trick for buying it? And how can I compare it to the regular Yamaha T7? I had chance to rode both of them, and here is some sort of comparison between them. What I think, and I will say it again, I'm not professional, I'm just a regular guy who likes and rides motorcycles. With this motorcycle I went off-road and on-road too, and here is my thoughts about those segments of riding. So let us start first with Yamaha Tenere 700 World Raid. How it performs off-road, on-road, and with a passenger on it. And how it does on a wet terrain, rain conditions, snowy conditions, and what about that wind protection? I've done some pretty good mileage with this motorcycle, around 5,000 kilometers till now, and I bought it in December of last year. When you cut, when you have tight turn, this bike feels a little heavier than T7 is, and it really is. And also one problem is that it is a seat position, it's a little bit higher than in regular T7. So I cannot flat foot it. For me, it's quite challenging when I must do some U-turn or tight turn in gravel roads or some terrain like this one today. But also it is not so big a deal. So you will make it if you want it. So what? If you fall, just get up and go. I have done some serious off-roading with this bike, but it is not simple and easy as it is with T7 regular type again. But I'm quite satisfied with it because the mainly purpose I have bought this bike is for traveling and exploring, and this is a good bike for exploring. I used to call it Yamaha Tenere Explorer, like Triumph Tiger Explorer, but for some serious off-road stuff you will need a lighter bike. It's capable, but it's heavy, so heavier than regular T7. So in that category, I think flawless victory goes to Yamaha T7. regular type, or even better, extreme. I have rode this bike in very tough conditions. This year, in March, I went to Bosnia and it was quite cold. The asphalt was not warm and I had my Pirelli Scorpion tires on this one. So, but everything gone well and everything ended well. So I'm satisfied. But you can feel this off-road type of tire on the road, yeah. Especially when you go into when you just gonna catch up some curves, you will feel. For me, especially this rear tire is dancing, but it is not just from the tires. It's just from the way that you ride. I like a little sportier ride on the road. Off-road, I'm still not quite experienced. But also I will not change these tires for road tires, because main purpose for me and for my bike is to explore the nature, and I need those tires here in this surrounding. How is it with passenger? It's quite good. It's stable, and I must say that mostly I travel with my wife. So, like now, she's here. I'm just taking some pictures, some ants, I think. It's okay, don't mind that. And now the main reason because I will keep this bike at my garage is that it brings low cost maintenance, and it's important to me. It's not, I don't know, rocket on two wheels. It's just a good engine. When you need it, it pulls. When you don't, just cruise, and it's okay. And it is a very biker friendly motorcycle, especially off-road, and especially for me because I'm not experienced off-road rider. So it's for me, for now, it's very forgiving bike, and I like it. It's not forgiving as T7 because T7 is much lighter and you will not feel that heaviness, because I don't know, here I think it's because of this tank, because it's so high, and you just feel when the benzene starts to rumble or whatever. But on T7 it's also high tank, but it's smaller, and somehow like it is like it's a part of frame, and here that's not the case. T7 world rate is a little bit higher with the seat position, so maybe it is a not right choice for those short-footed, and I'm somewhere in between. I'm 182 centimeters high, and I can still not reach the ground with both my feet. But it is also not so bad. You can travel with it. And for passenger, is quite same situation. So it's not, I don't know, high level comfort, but it is okay for some fun and relaxed traveling. If you are planning to do some serious mileage per day, then maybe you should find some better option for traveling. But if you are making maybe a 400, 500 or maybe 600 kilometers per day, it is fine. I had made 2,500 kilometers in 3 days, and for me it's okay. I don't know what to say, but it's okay, but it's not quite good. It's not the best in the market. So that's my opinion. But don't worry, your back won't hurt because the suspension on this bike is phenomenal. For me, one of the best. Also, the sitting position on this bike for me is pretty much relaxed. And for passenger is somehow something is not quite good, or should I say well engineered. My wife is shorter than me for about 20 centimeters, and she struggles with those footrests. The right one is somehow too close to the exhaust, and the left one is, she told me that I'm somehow pushing her legs or her feet somehow back with my feet. Those footsteps, front and rear, are too close to each other, and that is what is making some problems with passenger comfort. For driving on asphalt, I think this bike takes a win in this category between T7 regular or extreme and wall raid. I think wall raid is much better because of the better wind protection, although it's not adjustable, and because of some features that goes with it, like it is bigger tank that allows you to travel around between 400 kilometers and 500 kilometers until you hit the reserve. This bike got better wind protection from regular T7. It is improved, and although it's not adjustable, it's far more better than a regular T7. Also, you have some protection on your legs from the tank, and the tank is quite wide, so you got a lot of wind protection on your legs. When it's cold out there, it means a lot. Several times I went through some heavy rain and some really tough conditions with this bike, and it felt stable. It didn't dance or, I don't know, slide with back of it. Just felt stable, and I think I owe that to the tires and to the good suspension. And the tires are mainly for off-roading, and it's proven that those tires are good in these conditions on the asphalt. When it's slippery or wet or just cold, they have some better attachment to the ground or to the asphalt. And the main reason why I bought this bike is because I just like nature. I love nature and I like to explore. I was searching for such type of bike. When I said such type of bike, I meant the one which will let me to explore and which will give me enough capability to do that exploring. And for exploring, I meant all around me, nature, roads, asphalt and gravel also, and off-road, and to explore myself and my boundaries. I think I found maybe the best from what it offers. And I still think that this bike is in its category maybe the best one out there in the market, because it combines reliability and off-road and on-road capability so well. And that was crucial for me to buy it. And when I start exploring it, it felt more and more like the best choice. So for me, the conclusion is next. If you attend to do some serious off-roading, maybe you should try with a regular T7 or Extreme. And if you are planning to do some long mileage trips with some off-roading, then you can just do it with World Raid. But never mind it, you can do it both of these with either of the bikes. So it's up to you.